It's a police box. What on earth's it doing here? Well, these things are usually on the street. Oh, feel it. Feel it, you feel it?
It's a faint vibration.
It's alive. It's not connected to anything, unless it's through the floor.
Look, I've had enough. Let's go and find a policeman.
Yes, all right.
Is that her?
It's not her. Quick.
There you are, Grandfather.
Susan, shh. Excuse me.
What are you doing here?
We're looking for a girl.
We?
Good evening.
What do you want?
One of our pupils, Susan Foreman, came into this yard.
Really? In here? Are you sure?
Yes, we saw her from across the street.
One of their pupils, not the policeman.
I beg your pardon?
Why were you spying on her? Who are you?
We heard a young girl's voice call out to you.
Your hearing must be very acute. I didn't hear anything.
It came from in here.
You imagined it.
I certainly did not imagine it.
Young man, is it reasonable to suppose that anybody would be inside a cupboard like that?
Would it therefore be unreasonable to ask you to let us have a look inside?
I wonder why I've never seen that before. Now, isn't that strange? Damp and dirty.
Won't you help us? We're two of her teachers from the Coal Hill School. We saw her come in and we haven't seen her leave. Naturally, we're worried.
Very clean. Oh, I'm afraid it's none of my business. I suggest you leave here.
Not until we're satisfied that Susan isn't here. And, frankly, I don't understand your attitude.
Oh, yours leaves a lot to be desired.
Will you open the door?
There's nothing in there.
Then what are you afraid to show us?
Afraid? Oh, go away.
I think we'd better go and fetch a policeman.
Very well.
And you're coming with us.
Oh, am I? I don't think so, young man. No, I don't think so.
We can't force him.
But we can't leave him here. Doesn't it seem obvious to you he's got her locked up in there? Hey, look at it. There's no door handle. There must be a secret lock somewhere.
That was Susan's voice.
Of course it was. Susan! Susan! Are you in there? It's Mr. Chesterton and Miss Wright, Susan.
Don't you think you're being rather high-handed, young man? You thought you saw a young girl into the yard. You imagine you heard her voice. You believe she might be in there. It's not very substantial, is it?
But why won't you help us?
I'm not hindering you. If you both want to make fools of yourselves, I suggest you do what you said you'd do. Go and find a policeman.
Or you nip off quietly in the other direction.
Insulting. There's only one way in and out of this yard. I shall be here when you get back. I want to see your faces when you try to explain away your behavior to a policeman.
Nevertheless, we're going to find one. Come on, Barbara.
What are you doing out there?
She is in there!
Close the door!
But, Barbara! What do you like?
God, give me a zombie any day, not a giant snake running around London. Running? Is that the right word? Slithering around London. Didn't realise I was in Harry Potter.
The second book is my favourite.
Oh, I really love book 7. Shame about the writer. We haven't got time!
So, what are we going to do?
You see this gun? Well, it's not a gun. It's like a vortex shooter. The snake isn't really a snake. It's a time leech. A lot of creatures leech off time. Weeping angels are one. However, they send you back in time. These snakes eat people. Eating them releases energy because the snakes don't exist in the real world. Or should I say, shouldn't.
I'm finding it really hard to keep up.
Okay, well that snake lives in the time vortex. Should never leave it either.
So it's like a parasite? No, like a tapeworm.
Gold star! And I don't want to kill it because it's just doing what it knows. It's survival. Like I wouldn't punish you for eating meat.
So how does it survive normally?
Well, in the vortex, you create energy. You are entering a world of time that you shouldn't be in. So a form of energy is made and they normally just eat off that. But if they end up in an actual place other than the Vortex, they are creating the energy, like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Any questions?
Yeah, just one.
Go on.
What's the time vortex?
Oh, I'll explain properly later, but basically it's like the M4. Now, come on!
I'm a traveler in space and time.
Yes, it all started out as a mild curiosity in the junkyard. And now it's turned out to be quite a great spirit of adventure, don't you think?
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Courage isn't just a matter of not being frightened, you know. It's being afraid and doing what you have to do anyway.
I'm not a human being. I walk in eternity.
A man is the sum of his memories, you know, a Time Lord even more so.
10 million years of absolute power. That's what it takes to be really corrupt.
Crush the lesser races, conquer the galaxy, unimaginable power, unlimited rice pudding, etc., etc.
I don't suppose there's any need for a doctor anymore. Make me a warrior now.
Great men are forged in fire. It is the privilege of lesser men to light the flame.
The ground beneath our feet is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and the entire planet is hurtling around the sun at 67,000 miles an hour, and I can feel it. We're falling through space, you and me, clinging to the skin of this tiny little world, and if we let go...
I'm not just a Time Lord. I'm the last of the Time Lords.
And I have watched universes freeze and creations burn. I have seen things you wouldn't believe. I have lost things you will never understand. And I know things, secrets that must never be told, knowledge that must never be spoken.
I do what I do because it's right, because it's decent, and above all, it's kind.
I'm just a traveler. Sometimes I see things need fixing. Do what I can.
Right, pull the trigger once, that activates the gun. Pull the trigger again, that fires the vortex at it. Now! To Russell. Well done. I'm glad I had one of them lying around. They are very hard to find.
Is this your normal day-to-day job?
I don't really get paid. I'm just a traveller. I see things that need fixing and I do what I can.
It's dangerous, isn't it?
It can be, but it can also be wonderful. I'm able to see worlds, create civilizations, rings from around planets, and constellations crumble. Traveling around time and space is more than a privilege. It's the definition of life.
Do you do it alone?
Sometimes, but I prefer to have a friend come with me.
Is that an invite?
If that was you accepting it.
I'd love to come.
Really? Oh, that's amazing. Time and space, all of it, ours.
Amazing. Oh, I should call my mum, tell her I'm not coming home.
My box is a time machine. I can drop you off 5 minutes ago.
Okay, good, because she's cooking a chicken korma for tea. I love her chicken kormas.
Can I have a chicken korma?
Okay, time and space, pop back for tea, then more time and space.
Now that is a plan. Come on back to my ship.
It's a bit small.
Just step inside.
What the? It's bigger. A lot bigger on the inside.
It's called the TARDIS, this thing. It stands for Time and Relative Dimensions in Space. This is the gateway to everything that ever was or ever can be.
It's so cool. Anything else I should know?
I'm the Doctor. I come from a planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Cerberus. I'm a Time Lord, and I've been running away from my people in this rackety old TARDIS. Now, what's your surname?
Gardner.
Welcome aboard, Russell Gardner. So where do you want to go? What do you want to see?
Oh God, literally anywhere and everywhere. Where are we going?
Anywhere, followed by everywhere.
Oh, what's that?
I think someone's calling me. Let me put them through. That's a blast from the past.
Hello, Doctor. This is a matter of grave urgency, and I know you wouldn't come willingly, so I'm forcibly bringing you to the capital.
Where are we going?
No place like it.
Hello, Doctor.
Romana, long time no see.
Well, truth be told, we haven't technically met.
How does that work?
I'm not from this universe. I was placed here. So this Romana would have travelled with this universe's Doctor. Okay?
No, not okay, really. I mean...
The Time Lords in her universe tried to destroy every universe. She put a stop to it by creating a massive paradox. But her universe completely changed, removing the need for her.
Okay, I'll try and process that. Where's the Doctor in your universe?
He died. Our universe never granted him more regenerations. Why? I don't really know. I wasn't in charge at the time.
Right, why am I needed?
Someone is asking for you.
What?
Can you put through the message?
I don't have fans.
Right, I don't know if I'm just being stupid, but that doesn't make any sense.
Is that better? Now, Romana, please tell me I don't have fans.
You have stepped foot in every area of time and space. I can assure you that someone is bound to be a fanatic.
Why send it here? Why not send it to me directly?
Your Type 40 capsule. It isn't in this universe. There is no way of communicating with it. Unless you are the most sophisticated of species.
What, like the Time Lords?
We are not sophisticated, but we claim to be. That's good enough. So, will you go to them?
Is that it?
What do you mean?
It just seems all this is a bit much for what is essentially junk mail.
He makes a fair point.
Okay, the moment that message was sent, massive rift spikes were seen across the web of time.
As in things came through the rift?
Yes, but the readings were off the scale. As if things were coming from other universes. Doctor, the safety of the entire universe is at stake. Can we rely upon you?
So much for retirement.
You won't be alone in this mission.
No, I have Russell. Say hello, Russell.
Hi.
Is the extraction chamber ready?
Extraction chamber?
Your universe. The time you wiped is weak. We can extract a person from it. No real damage will be done. However, they will have to go back.
Who will?
Yaz. Is she okay?
Who's Yaz?
Very complex and tricky. But they used to be friends.
Used to be?
She died.
No wonder she's crying. You don't break news like that. Hiya.
Oh, hey. Sorry I walked away.
Don't apologise, it's getting a bit stuffy in there anyway. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Is Yer Time Lord for not okay whatsoever?
I used to travel with Yaz.
Romana said.
I don't blame myself for her death. She died being brave. She died for who she was. And I felt sad. I still do. But I never thought I'd see her again.
Well, there you go. Do it with opportunity. You get another day. I've not really lost someone. My grandparents died when I was young, but I look at my mum sometimes. She never does. Oh God, she never does. But this one picture frame of my grandparents, it's around 20 years old and it looks brand new. She'd do anything just for one more hello. So now, look, you get your hello.
You're good at this.
It pays to be kind.
You don't need to have her, but it might be easier.
No, she deserves one last adventure.
Through this door will be moments before Yaz's death. Time will be frozen, so it should be simple to extract her. And the problem of not being able to hear her heartbeat is gone. She should feel as normal as possible. Now, are you ready?
Ready.
Don't be stupid. Work with us. Tell us what we can do.
This is it. This is the end. We may not have won. You have lost. The darkness are able to relate to the universe, and every universe dies without empire would wipe out every universe within minutes.
There is none isolation.
But you would never do that.
A paradox that big would reset our universe.
Yes, with me, I can save you. God, I've missed you.
Where are we?
Gallifrey.
But we were just on Gallifrey.
No, there's much more to it. I'll tell you about it later. So this is Russell, and this is Romana, both friends of mine. You're safe now.
Right. Are you ready?
Let's meet my #1 fan. What's this?
Plug it in your TARDIS. It should take you to the message's planet of origin.
Well, isn't that handy? Right, come along, fam. Oh, I don't know if I should say fam. Nah, I'm keeping it. Let's go, fam.
She's coming.
So, where are we going?
I'm not too sure. The rock is sort of guiding us to the planet, like a sat-nav. Actually, it's nothing like a sat-nav. It's more like an automatic car in a way.
So who are you?
I just sort of met the doctor, really. Literally a couple of moments ago. I was walking down Trotter's Lane when I heard a noise and found her running from a giant snake.
Where was I? What happened? Doctor, look me in the eye and tell me.
Are we here?
No, but we've landed. We're orbiting the atmosphere. We must be on a ship or something.
You can't ignore me forever.
Yaz, I don't have forever. And neither do you.
And what does that mean?
Can I please explain later? I promise I'll give you all the answers in the world. Just this moment, I can't. Now you two keep put.
Do you know what she's not telling me?
I do. All I'm going to say is don't be so harsh on her. Before we got you back, she was crying at the opportunity to see you again.
I died, didn't I? Just say yes or no.
How did you know?
I'd never leave her. I would have travelled with that woman till the day I died, and... well, it looks like I did.
So what's going on?
What are you doing upon our vessel?
I'm trying to get to the planet below, but the closest I could get would seem to be here.
No ship can penetrate the atmosphere.
Ah, but Sensorite, my ship, doesn't fly. It materializes and dematerializes. So why am I here?
From what we can gather, space coordinates also bring ships here.
You need to thrust back, else you'll end up just drifting through space. Your energy must be running out.
We have already run out of fuel.
What?
We are stuck.
Okay, we'll go into my ship. Honestly, it's much safer in there.
You heard the female.
Why are you still here?
You may need more assistance.
Thank you. Right, I'm planning on communicating down to the planet below. Let them let me in.
We have no form of communication on our vessel. We speak through telepathy.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do!
The mood change would suggest you have a plan.
Oh, yes, I do. Right now, I should be able to talk to the person who's down there.
I cannot sense anything.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a full blast. No! My poor Sonic! Oh, are the pteroleptals around? Oh, it's okay, just recharging.
I'm getting something.
Did it work?
He says he can hear you.
This is the Doctor. Open up the barrier now, so I can land my TARDIS. Perfect. Right, now pop in the box.
Who are these?
Well, it's the Sensorites and the Ood. They were stuck, but now they're unstuck.
This is a bit surreal, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, we're flying in a box that's bigger on the inside that travels anywhere in space and time, and in it are some aliens.
Yeah, you get used to it. I met a giant lizard that was located under the Red Sea on my first adventure. It was pretty crazy.
Crazy? Understatement of the decade.
Do you know what's really crazy? My best friend was upgraded into a Cyberman. My boyfriend is a secret ruler of Gallifrey. And my dad is the Doctor's best friend turned arch nemesis.
Okay, that is crazy.
Oh, and I'm meant to be the Doctor.
Okay, come on, fam.
I'm not sure fam sticks.
What is fam?
It's all of us. It's short for family. So out the door, fam. Do I know you?
I know you. Your name's Lambert, a Fanatic.
Is that a Vok robot? I love a Vok robot.
Do you travel with all of these?
No, we picked up the Sensorite and the Ood from the ship that was stuck in your force field.
Perfect.
That was cold-blooded murder.
I don't care. I'll kill the other two as well.
You wouldn't dare.
But to try?
If you are a fanatic about me, you'd know hurting the ones I love put you on thin ice. And oh, I will crack that ice in a heartbeat. Understood? Understood?
Right. Would you like to know why you're here?
I think we'll just leave, actually.
And those freaks I killed died for nothing.
What do you want?
My machine is broken. All I need is your help with fixing it.
You really think I'm going to help you after you just committed murder?
Okay. Fair point. Does this change your mind?
Don't be stupid. Put the gun down.
10.
Only idiots use guns.
Don't anger him.
9.
Doctor, don't worry about me.
8. When I hit 0, I will pull the trigger. 7.
Oh, put the gun down.
Please just put it down.
3.
3? 3? It was 7 a second ago.
I'm increasing it for dramatic effect. 2.
Please can you just put down the gun?
I could do. Or I could say. 1.
All right. I'll fix the machine.
Doctor, just let him shoot me. I can't die twice.
How do you know you died?
Are you fixing the machine? Or am I saying 0 and, splattering your friend against the wall?
Okay. You do know that if you just asked, I probably would have helped.
I know you would have. But you're really not paying attention.
Aren't I?
No.
Okay, I'll show you how much I was paying attention. You said you were my #1 fan, so the levels of interest is borderline obsession. The room, full of echoes of my travels, however, the one thing I never seen before takes pride and joy, so clearly would benefit your interest in me. But you aren't a fanatic about my morals, else you'd never use a weapon, so you are more obsessed with the life I lead as opposed to me. So that would indicate this is some sort of time machine. However, you own a whole planet. Well, at least you have control over the force field around the planet. So pretty wealthy, so you'd be able to pay for a time machine or at least fix this one. So it can't be a time machine. All I'm stumped with is what this machine actually is. But whatever it is, will make you like me.
Interesting. Your deduction is impressive. Now, press the red button for me.
Ouch! If I wasn't mistaken, that just took a DNA sample.
5 points. Well, I say 5. More 2.5.
No, you don't do the points. I do the points.
Free at last.
Who are you?
My name's Azul.
Welcome to my universe.
What just happened?
Removal of the diploid nucleus.
So wrong. I didn't clone you. I took something from you. You come from outside this universe. Using your DNA, I was able to bring this being into this reality.
That doesn't make sense.
Azure comes from another universe, trapped in time forever. Bringing her here was impossible. However, using DNA from a different universe allowed her to come into this one, sort of like a dog following the scent of a bone. Just the bone was in a different reality.
This is wrong.
Wrong? I shan't be classed as wrong, especially when you walk through this world. We got so close to destroying every universe and being able to watch it again and again and again.
If you think you're going to destroy this universe, you are mistaken.
It is you who is mistaken. This universe will be destroyed, but not by me. It is destroyed by you.
Get rid of them, and I will start with the net part of the plan.
Into the TARDIS, now!
You'll find out where I'll be, and then it's up to you to decide if you care to join me.
Is there something we can do?
We need to know what's going on, who Azure is, and what that guy wants.
Also, that lady Romana, she said that there were other rift spikes. You know when you got that message?
Yes! Okay, back to Gallifrey.
I take it you spoke to the sender of the message?
I did, but I have more questions than answers.
Madam President, we're experiencing a break-in.
But the capital seems fine.
The break-in is occurring on Khan, the entrance to the Gallifrey Chamber.
That's impossible. No one in this universe can open it. Only one person could.
Who?
You.
Well, it would be impossible, except the person in question, I believe, is not from this universe.
But how? The fabric of reality has not been disrupted.
No, the creature who was brought here is using my DNA.
I'm confused.
I don't know why, but the person who sent that message, who's behind all this, found a way to bring this being here.
But no one knows of the vault. Only I and selected members of the High Council.
But if this guy is a fanatic, he'll know everything. And he'll know exactly how that vault chamber thing works. What even is in that vault?
I'll tell you, but first we're heading there.
Hang on, what about those other spikes you heard about?
We can look for them after.
No, we can save time here. Is there a way me and Russell can go searching for these rift spikes?
Prepare the odium detector.
What's an odium detector?
Odium detectors look for irregular rift spikes throughout time and space. By following the frequency of that message, we should locate them with ease.
Be careful.
You can't die twice. You can tell me all about that when you get back.
I'm sorry.
Are you ready?
I'm not really sure where we are.
A sewer? Oh, it stinks.
Sort of the definition. Stinky tunnel?
What are we looking for?
I'm not sure. But I'll know it when I see it. Just keep a lookout.
Gas.
Russell, look, it's a body.
Gas.
He's dead.
Yes, someone's coming.
Quickly, hide. Cyberman.
Oh, what?
A Cyberman. An advanced human, one that's been spliced and diced, squeezed into a suit of metal.
They sound terrifying.
Beyond terrifying. These look more advanced than the ones I saw. Oh my god.
What is it?
Keep your voice down. It's the Doctor. Well, I think so. And he'd have such a ridiculous fashion sense.
His neck's been broken.
What did we hear? This hasn't been fired. We must fetch the police.
A moment, I'm thinking.
Look, Doctor, this isn't some deserted planet in the middle of nowhere. You don't have to play the Lone Ranger.
Yes, you're absolutely right. First, let's find some hard evidence.
You've got a body here. What more do you want?
That's just the victim. The police will be more interested in the perpetrator of the crime. This way.
Okay, so we must be nearby.
I think I found it.
That looks out of place.
So do those metal men.
Yeah, but if the Doctor's here, he can stop it.
He?
He used to be a man. She used to be a man. They used to be a man. Sorry.
We found the anomaly. It appears to be the segment of the key to time. It would suggest the other traces would be the other 5 segments. Now, on the odium detector, enter in 10-0-0-0/0/0-2.
It's gone.
It's coming to Gallifrey. Now you must carry on your quest. The key to time is a deadly weapon. Given to the wrong hands, whoever time would be eradicated.
So what is this place?
We are on Khan. Khan was barely touched in the war. A couple instances, but nothing major. Before I was thrown out of office, I had this built on Khan. It's the Gallifrey Chamber. Weapons too deadly to fall into anyone's hands. We extracted your DNA and used it as the only key to open and close the door.
How did the artifacts get in?
We teleported them in. Non-organic matter can be teleported in, but cannot be teleported out.
These objects, the objects you stored in there, need to just be destroyed.
The Time War. I had no idea when it was going to end. Every step forward we took, the Daleks pushed us back too. These weapons could have ended the war.
And the universe.
It's why we only made them accessible by you. If you decided to use any of them, I would know the reason was justified. Now, after the Time War, we started to store more weapons in there, such as the Moment.
A room full of the deadliest weapons in the universe. We need to stop them from falling into the wrong hands.
One adventure I can never have.
Am I ever gonna see you again?
You can't.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I've got a TARDIS. Same old life, last of the Time Lords.
On your own. I love you.
Quite right. And I suppose it's my last chance to say it. Rose Tyler.
For a beach in the cold.
I remember when I was 8, me and my mum went to Cornwall, only holiday we ever had. She saved so hard, and just our luck, it rained all week. The only glimpse of sun was the coach ride back.
Still have a good time?
I remember, it was amazing.
Good? Good. Do you remember the coordinates?
For what?
The coordinates the Time Lord said?
Oh yeah, 10-0-11-0-0-0/2.
How do you remember all of that?
Maths is sort of my thing.
Under the authority of the High Council, I demand you leave this place at once.
A Time Lord. Such a patriotic, pathetic race. You are the rut of every universe in your robes. You paint yourselves as gods whilst I myself am one.
Don't you dare. That's my friends you're talking about.
Some friend that she created the deadliest room in existence and didn't even tell you.
How come you know all about it then?
I was created. Born originally, yes, but amalgamated in this universe. That machine in Lambert's office fed me with every databank in history. All knowledge circulating my brain. In a way, I am a Cyberman, but with flesh and emotion and drive.
I don't know what you're doing, but I know I'll stop you.
Could you? I know you. I know every plan in the book. I know that if I go ahead with a plan, I know how you'll stop it.
What are missing from the other 2 plinths?
A crystal from Metabolus 3, and the key to time. I thought best that if those were ever found, they'd have pride and place.
This place is an abomination. It shouldn't exist.
It's a gangster's paradise.
And who are you?
The name's Lambert, the #1 fanatic.
How do you know about the chamber?
Please, I just said I'm her #1 fan. I know her past and her future. Not all of it, there are some blanks, but I can fill them in.
What are the other rift spikes?
The rift spikes. Well, when you came through the Void, Doctor, you brought something with you, be it intentionally or unintentionally. I know it is unintentionally. However, the objects were heavily protected. Only beings who had dealt with the key to time's power could bring them through. I trapped their essence in that message and sent it to you, Romana. You accepted the message, bringing them into reality. However, they are scattered in the most protected places.
Which is?
Your timeline. The security of these pieces. Personally, I think the timeline is a bit overkill.
Deadliest wars to ever exist. We need to be careful. If we bump into Daleks...
Dalek?
Dalek!
My lord, infiltrate, must be destroyed.
Wait! We know the Doctor.
You are Time Lord. All Time Lord know the Doctor.
They know of him, they don't know him. We travelled with him. We are his friends.
You are associate of the Doctor. You will be useful in the final phase.
Wait, you see that crystal down there? It could help you win the war.
You are willing to sacrifice your loyalty to the Doctor?
Yes, let me grab it for you, and then you can have this planet in a heartbeat.
It's that relevant of the organ significance.
It's just a figure of speech.
Now it has a frequency of 10-0-11-0-0-0/0/2.
This is wrong. It's immoral. Whatever you plan on doing with any of these, they will destroy you. Greed is a killer.
If you're appealing to my better nature, I don't have one.
But what is it about me?
You're a legend. A person who can swan across dying worlds and save them. Imagine what that could do. Imagine the money that would bring.
What?
You could be the richest person to ever exist. The money, the power. You can save those universes and they could be indebted to you forever.
I'm sorry, but who set this up? Like, who honestly set it? This is way beyond you. A strange guy with an obsession can't plan something so grand.
Your deduction skills again.
So who is it? Who calls the shots?
Chaos and destruction.
Less poetry, Lambert.
One day you'll know. And that day will be very soon. And then he'll guide me on how to reset this universe so I can be you. So I can be the victor, and you can be the martyr. Your attitude stale and faulty. You're weak. All you've amounted to will eventually crumble.
You see that universe? That one you want to turn to ash and dirt? I'll protect it. So will my friends who are scattered across the stars.
Wait, Doctor!
Yes?
Once all the segments are sent back to Gallifrey, they will automatically be sent back here.
We need to stop them.
How are you going to get out of here? You'll be gunned down the minute you try and leave. Don't turn it into a bloodbath.
mug of tea, please.
Cold night tonight.
Yes, it is. Bitter, very bitter. Where's Harry?
Visiting his missus. She's in hospital.
Of course. Little bit twins.
Your tea? Sugar?
Ah, a decision. Would it make any difference?
Would make your tea sweet?
Yes, but beyond the confines of my taste buds, would it make any difference?
Not really.
But...
Yeah?
What if I could control people's taste buds? What if I decided that no one would take sugar? That'd make a difference to those who sell the sugar and those who cut the cane.
My father, he was a cane cutter.
Exactly. Now, if no one had used sugar, your father would have been a cane cutter.
If this sugar thing had never started, my great-grandfather wouldn't have been kidnapped, chained up, and sold in Kingston in the first place. I'd be an African.
See? Every great decision creates ripples. Like a huge boulder dropped in a lake. The ripples merge, rebound off the banks in unforeseeable ways. The heavier the decision, the larger the waves, the more uncertain the consequences.
Life's like that. Best thing is just to get on with it.
Oh, hello. Don't mind us.
Do you need another reminder?
Yeah, that is way too many numbers.
10-0-11-0-0/0-2.
Thank you.
Well, I wasn't expecting this.
Maybe the Doctor enjoys a good travel-lodge or Premier Inn.
Oh, I love Lenny Henry.
Come on in here. It can't be you.
Who's he?
You standing there. You ruined my life. You ripped it apart. I don't care if I'm a walking, talking fixation of anyone's imagination. Those memories felt real to me, and for you to take them, for you to make them wrong and invalid. You were a monster.
Hey, is everything okay?
That's him. That's Ryan. That's my boyfriend.
I don't think he's real. I think he's here to scare you. So come on, let's grab that piece of crystal and we can leave.
Praise him.
Pardon?
Praise him. Praise him.
10-0-11-0-0/0-2.
Who's behind this? You might as well tell me.
But I enjoy you trying to work it out.
Is it a Time Lord?
It's not a Time Lord. They are not responsible for every single decision made about the universe.
Do I know them?
Not in this world. Not in your world, but another.
He is coming. He will return.
The cryptic clues are beyond annoying.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Spin the cogs.
Final bit, right?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Hide.
Parastatic magnetometer. How very quaint. Hmm. 12th century. Oh. Oh. Would you like a jelly, baby? No, I didn't suppose you would. Alas, poor scout.
We have to get it now.
I see it. 11/.
I've got it.
You did it. Now they're going to go back to their rightful place.
The key to time.
I guess they succeeded.
Or failed.
Now, the final piece. The web of time is mine to walk.
Have you brought the crystal to me?
Well, if I had not, why should I have returned?
Very well, advance.
I've brought you the crystal. Now, why don't you just take it and leave the humans in peace? Both here and on Earth.
You think I care for the puny plans of my subjects? Earth, one paltry planet among millions. Give me the crystal. I thirst for it. I ache for it.
Well, why is it so important to you?
You see this web of crystal above my head? It reproduces the pattern of my brain. One perfect crystal and it will be complete. That is the perfect crystal I need.
And then?
My every thought will resonate within the web and grow in power until...
But you've built a positive feedback circuit. You're trying to increase your mental powers to infinity.
Exactly! I shall be the ruler of the entire universe!
Now listen to me. Listen. I haven't got much time left. What you're trying to do is impossible. If you complete that circuit, the energy will build up and up until it cannot be contained. You will destroy yourself.
You waste the little time remaining to you. Even now, the cave of crystal is destroying the cells of your body. I will grant you one last favor. You may watch the completion of my triumph before you die.
I know I've frozen time for a moment, but honestly, you do not know how much you should try to stop me. And even if you could, I would reduce you to ash.
It worked. Now we can come through.
Who is it?
I'm still not strong enough.
Who are you?
Doctor. I'm free.
Who are you?
I am Swan.
And I'm Azul.
But we need more. We need more. Next phase of the plan. Use the key to time. Create links.
You can't.
If you link different places and times, millions will die.
And I will gorge on the idea of you losing your world.
And then I get what I want?
Yes. Yes.
He'll trick you.
The web of time must be altered.
The scale of twisting and turning, no one is able to make that work. No one. Not unless you are a god.
And luckily, they have one.
Time is bending. That is wrong. That power is wrong. It's off the scale. That level of immorality is vulgar.
What's happened?
No. Can't be. Yaz, Russell, I'm going to send you to the Shadow Proclamation. You should be safe there.
Darling!
Exterminate!
It's a giant rhino. Where are the poachers when you need them?
Language simulated. English. You are trespassing.
Listen. We were sent here by the Time Lords. Daleks are invading Gallifrey.
Scans show time has been tampered with.
What is that?
The wavelength of time has faded.
It all makes sense.
What does?
Don't you think it was a bit strange how quickly those Daleks just ended up in the Gallifrey Citadel? Time must be merging all around space.
Why though? What does that do?
I don't know, but that's easy level destruction. If you manage that, think of what you could do.
We can control it all. Doors and windows to every point of time and space. Then we will play in the pain that has been left behind.
And I will still be able to be the hero of the universe, right?
You want that so badly?
Think of what that could bring. All of it mine.
You're not needed anymore. I needed you to bring us here, but that was it. You have no purpose anymore.
You tricked me.
You allowed yourself to be tricked. You allowed everything. You are a waste. Resourceful, but a waste. Imagine being so unimaginative and having all that power.
How could you?
Romana, grab the crystal. I'll grab the moment.
You can't stop me, Doctor.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Set it to random. We just need to get away.
Where are we?
Not too sure. Definitely Earth. Tang in the air. Tastes like 1942. But it seems silent. So we can camp here.
What is it?
A body. All his flesh is gone.
He must have been dead for some time.
It would be full of maggots and the clothes would be in a much worse condition. I think the meat has been stripped.
That's disgusting.
That's Vashta Narada.
No, their swarms ate the 7 planets of the Kelvos galaxy.
That's all they do. Eat and eat and eat.
Are we safe?
I'm not picking them up. Nor am I picking up Artron energy or any essence of key to time. It looks like the merge of time here is closed.
Surely that warns us that he can't control it. That Swarm hasn't got full power.
No, not yet, but it's still dangerous. All these people are dying because of me.
Not because of you. Don't say that.
Would this have happened if I wasn't me?
People do things in the name of each other all the time. You can't control how people choose to act in your name. All you can ensure is that you prove why your name matters.
Do you think I can win? Do you really think I can stop him?
When haven't you?
I'm confused. Am I not needed?
You are needed. You are. But I must be certain that the Doctor and her friends are dealt with.
What if she comes back?
I put a temporal lock around the entrance to this place. If she arrives back on Khan, she will not find the entrance. The entrance is on a tiny planet, hidden away at the end of the universe, and it is guarded. So even if she finds it, she's not getting through.
I will succeed for you.
Did you say this was your first outing?
With the Doctor? Yeah.
Is it all a bit much?
Yeah, actually more than a bit much. It's crazy. This morning I was walking to work, and now I'm sat in a galactic police station watching the universe end.
Average day then?
Oh yeah, definitely. Mind you, the Space Runners is a bit of a shock.
Oh, honestly, some things are proper mental. I met a giant lizard who lived on Earth way before humans did. And, well, the Doctor told me that they have cousins who lived on land.
Oh gosh, where are they now?
Most of them are asleep under the Earth.
I guess I'll not go exploring any caves. Mind you, I wouldn't anyway. Can I ask you something?
Fire away.
Are you scared to die?
Well, you told me I'm already dead.
Yeah, I know. That's my point. After you saved the universe from ending, will you happily just walk back?
I can't answer that.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not that I'm not willing to, it's more... I don't know. Being alive is so freeing, and I know that sounds strange, but it is. Like, breathing right now and knowing I should be dead, it's a luxury. But I know I'm dead. That's what isn't fair. Other people deserve to come back more than me. Well, what makes us human is this idea of life and death, pain and loss. They define us as much as happiness or love. Whether it's a world or a relationship, everything has its time, and everything has to end.
You're like an owl.
Thanks.
I meant in like wise. That and the big eyes.
Cheeky git. Can I ask you something?
Go for it.
Why did you ask that question?
I don't know. I look at you and I feel like I'm talking to my granddad or grandma. I see life and I see the presence of being able to do more, but I also see this look in your eyes, almost like you know it's time to go. And that's how my grandparents felt. You could see it in their eyes. Ready to move on, but not wanting to.
I guess that's life, isn't it? Scared tomorrow might be your last. Now I look back. I had my last kiss and I never even knew it. It's funny, really. Our first kiss is such a big step. Something we always remember, something we yearn for, but little do we know if we have our first, we have to have our last. And that's heartbreaking.
I never thought of it like that.
But we shouldn't stop doing it. We shouldn't stop doing firsts. Have your first love, first kiss. Even have your first vegan burger. I don't care. Because at least in that moment, you felt new again. What was your first kiss?
Mine?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, mine? It was with this giant Scottish girl. She was in year 5 and I was in year 4. And we kissed at one of the outside picnic benches that they would only open in the summer, provided it wasn't too hot.
So many variables.
And I remember thinking, nah, I'm too early for this. But my most important kiss, the one I hold on to with all my heart, is when I went out clubbing. I was 17, dressed up as a schoolgirl, would have given Britney Spears a run for her money. It was my mate's 18th, and she wanted schoolgirls. Mind you, every boy went as a schoolboy. I felt like an idiot. But I saw this absolutely beautiful girl alone at the bar. I went up, with no confidence whatsoever, and asked her if she wanted to dance. To my surprise, she said yeah. And the room suddenly felt empty, as we danced for 2 hours. Then we kissed in the back of the taxi on the way to hers.
Do you still keep in touch with her?
She unfortunately passed away.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
I wish I could have done more. She wasn't well. Something in her past, it hurt her so much. And then she decided to take her life, and I remember going to the funeral, all dressed in black, my black tie ever so slightly off. I remember the socks I had on were the ones that I was wearing the night we met. They had holes in, I got a blister from the rubbish shoe. But all I thought was, well, at least now she might be happy. Because that's all you ever want for the ones you love. You don't mind what pain they cause you, as long as they're happy.
100%. It's like my dad used to say, who cares if it's raining? Make your own sunshine.
What about you?
My first kiss, I was in college with my mate Stacey and her friend George, and this boy kept making me a cup of tea, just 1 cup every day. And then one day we went out for a date, and then he kissed me. I didn't feel a single spark.
How come?
Because whilst I was kissing him, all I thought about was his sister. Her ginger hair in the sun, her light skin. It's when I realised that I was bisexual. Granted, it was a complicated journey, mainly because I was finding it hard to accept myself. But then I met Ryan. That boy. That stupid boy. I was in the park, I was reading Animal Farm, mainly because I was resitting my English GCSE. Then a football was kicked right into my face. Blood everywhere. And he ran over, you could see the guilt in his eyes, and the quiver in his lip as he just kept saying sorry. Then he took me to the park toilet to help me clean up. Then he wrote on the back of a tissue his number. Wasn't romantic. And our first kiss together was drunk in a fish and chip shop. He kept falling asleep and he rested his head in some mayo. I was wiping off his face and he just kissed me. Mind you, I hate mayo and that's all I could smell.
But it's still cute. Romance is what you make of it. And when the moment is right, it's right.
Oh, definitely. We used to do this thing where one of us would go, I love you, and the other would reply with, I love you more. But the fun part was replying to that with, so cheesy.
Do you miss him?
I miss Ryan, but he's never coming back. And even though I feel like us not living in those realities makes them fake, to me they are so real. Every memory, I can touch the memory, I can smell it, I can taste it.
At the end of the day, all we are is memories. So if you remember that, it's real.
Thank you. I needed that. What is it? What's going on?
Cell has been breached.
So what? A ton of prisoners have escaped.
Blow. Don't blow. Low, show. Full flow.
police station. Some galactic criminals are gonna be here. That's something I don't want to know about. Sorry.
Was that statue always there?
I don't know, I hadn't paid much attention.
Okay, it definitely moved.
Agreed. Wait, I didn't see it move.
It moved.
I'm not doubting that, but I never saw it.
No, nor me now that you mention it.
Oh, God.
Statues can't move.
Do you mind telling it that?
It's like we're playing What's the Time whistle?
Yeah, but this time with a deadly statue.
How do you know it's deadly?
The whole prison thing?
Right, yeah, sorry. I keep forgetting we're in a police station.
Nice and warm now.
Feels like the old days, this. You and me, both had long scarves.
Do you blame yourself still?
For what?
The war.
No, I don't. Asked me that before, I would have said yes. But now I blame myself for not finishing it. See, I don't know what happened in this universe, but mine... Oh God, mine. Everything just went wrong after that. Then I fixed it. Literally, the war never happened. Neither did the Daleks, but I remember it. Cold as day. I used to feel I don't belong anywhere. And, well, I feel like that times 10 at the moment. What about you?
Me?
You did stuff in the Time War. Some awful things. Enough to make even Rassilon shake. And yet, you were still removed due to the vote of no confidence. Well, that's what happened in my universe.
Seems like in every universe I'm the same. A rubbish president with no backbone.
No, you were amazing. You'd have had my vote, provided I'd registered.
Don't even bother regenerating. Your soul is collapsing.
Doctor.
I'm sorry, but now it's your turn.
What are you?
I'm Azure, a Ravenger. You defeated me too many times in my universe.
This danger, it has to stop.
It's funny watching you fail.
You aren't watching me fail. You're watching me hate myself.
Don't hate yourself.
Don't I? I hate what I've become.
Well, you don't have to put up with it much longer. Goodbye.
What happened?
Madam President of Gallifrey, that's what. No, don't worry about me. It's time for me to die. I know you don't like goodbyes, so don't worry about this one.
I suppose it's my time to lose. The daft old man who stole a magic box and ran away. No more running away. Embrace the loss. Maybe I'm tired of fighting. I'm just tired. Everything I do, every victory, somehow I feel like I lose. This universe doesn't deserve that. Every universe I touch, I destroy. Nothing you can say, old girl. We lost. We had some bloody good innings. But everything you're gonna say, all of it, it's never gonna work.
But if Martha Jones became a legend, and that's wrong because my name isn't important, there's someone else. The man who sent me out there, the man who told me to walk the earth. And his name is the Doctor. He has saved your lives so many times and you never even knew he was there. He never stops. He never stays. He never asks to be thanked. But I've seen him. I know him. I love him.
It was a better life. I don't mean all the travelling and seeing aliens and spaceships and things, that don't matter. The Doctor showed me a better way of living your life. You know he showed you too. That you don't just give up. You don't just let things happen. You make a stand. You say no. You have the guts to do what's right when everyone else just runs away.
Doctor, it's time. Get up off your ass and win.
You never let me down. I love what we had. We travelled around time and space. We had a laugh. I remember all the things we saw. So beautiful. It all was. Travelling with you made me feel so unique. I felt like no one could stop us, just for one moment. One incredible moment, I felt like the most important woman in creation.
People do things in the name of each other all the time. You can't control how people choose to act in your name. All you can ensure is that you prove why your name matters.
Doctor, listen, you're not facing this on your own. You're my mate, and this is what friends do. They stand by each other. Whatever happens in the future, it's you and me together.
When you love the Doctor, it's like loving the stars themselves. You don't expect a sunset to admire you back. And if I happen to find myself in danger, let me tell you, the Doctor is not stupid enough or sentimental enough, and he is certainly not in love enough to find himself standing in it with me.
Hello, sweetie.
Doctor!
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 Your worthless tears.
Oi, watch it, space man.
Fish fingers and custard.
Raggedy man. Good night.
Did I ever tell you I didn't love you? Well, I was lying. I take it you have a plan. Well, I'm glad you don't, because when have we ever?
Soon, the well of time will have given me enough energy. I will be able to feed on every universe. The windows will open, and this universe will bleed and burn. You puny thing, you are now playing with the gods. The gods always have victory.
I guess one last victory? Why not? One final victory. And do you know what? Watch me win. Watch me be victorious. Watch as I blaze like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Don't you see who I am? I'm a traveler. All of time and space outside my doorstep. echoes of who I am, plaguing the dictators of galactic history, plaguing the monsters that think they can pick on the weak and the scared, plaguing the madman that thinks that they have the right to change the laws of physics. Watch me, the man who was at Totter's Lane running from the control of the pompous race. I've seen so many things. The creation of the Daleks, friends whom I've loved and lost be converted into Cybermen, battles drenched in blood of Sontarans and Rutans alike. I ran away from the last great time war. I fought in the last great time war. And I ended the last great time war. I passed through universes like a hot knife through butter. I witnessed gods crumble whilst my scarf dragged across the floors of eternity. I've changed my face more times than there are seconds in a day, and every single one of them have been the Doctor. From the old man travelling with his granddaughter to the young man who travelled with his in-laws. I've been the hopeless romantic and a scientific exile. I have knowledge that will dance in the stars until they all fade away, and when those stars fade, they will eventually stop shining. When that final star goes out in song of glory, the black sky will sprinkle in the hope of the melodies and instrumentals of those planets that know that they are protected. I will protect them. Till the death, I will protect them. Do you think you've won? Do you really? Because I'll tell you what, I think I've won. I think you may have actually lost. Being egotistic in your victory is your downfall. Because why do I win? Have you ever thought about that? Why do I keep winning? Time after time after time, I walk away, and yes, my hands may be dripping in blood, even in the blood of my best friends. But do you know why I win? Why I win every single time? Come on, work it out. I'm the Doctor. That's why I win. I'm the Doctor. Do you know what Doctor means? What being the Doctor means? It means being kind. I help the crying children who have no friends. I help the people who have seen their own families abandon them. I help those that ask. I do what I do because it's right. Because it's kind. Because without someone standing up for the underdog, the whole world would be run by madmen with monsters dressed in guilt, eating at their stupid little brains. I know what you're thinking. Well, you're a madman. The daft old man that stole a magic box. A madman who keeps dancing around time and space in his little blue box. Or her little blue box. It doesn't matter what face I have, what gender I'm showing, or what stupid type of clothing I decide to put on. I'm still the Doctor. The mad Doctor. The raggedy Doctor. The Professor. And the thing is, you think I stand up for the underdog. Well, I do. I always have. But do you want to know why? Do you want to know what made this little grumpy man stand up for the underdog? It was my friends. All of them. They remind me every time what being the Doctor is. The Doctor is Sarah Jane Smith. It's Donna Noble. It's Susan or Vicky or Dodo. The Doctor is the ones that kept me in check. The Doctor is Joe Grant. It's the Brigadier, Harry Imbecile Sullivan, Mel and Ace, Barbara and Ian, Amy and Rory. The Doctor is my Stacey Roberts. It's also Yaz Stewart. They are the Doctor. They keep me in check. So what I'm about to do, whatever I decide to do, I do for them. Understood? This universe is protected. Every universe is protected. Every star, every planet, everything is protected. Here, now. This is where your story ends. This is where the Doctor saves the whole of reality one final time. One last swan song. And I would be terrified. In fact, I would retreat so far back that even light and whole of time wouldn't be able to find you. Because if that finds you, I almost certainly will. So you better start running. Go on, run. Keep running. Keep running because I'm coming to get you. No weapons, no plan, and doesn't that just scare you to death? I guess all that's left to say is, I'm the Doctor. Run!
What happened? Are we dead?
Pretty crap heaven.
No, wait a minute. This is the Powell estate.
The what?
Some council flats in London.
Doctor!
Oh, thank God.
How long have I been gone?
About 12 hours.
Right, I won't be long. I just want to see my mum.
What are you going to tell her?
I don't know. That I've been to year 5 billion, and then you've been gone, what, 12 hours? No, I just tell her I spent the night at Shreen's. See you later. Oh, don't you disappear.
Not our Doctor.
No, I didn't think it was. Bronco, we've already seen her before.
So, what do we do? No point standing around here.
Well, I have about 20 quid, and frankly, I'm starving. Can we sit tight and pray that the Doctor comes and finds us?
Come on, mate. You need to step up your hide-and-seek game.
You may have made it this far, but the elements of reality are still mine. Thank you for handing me the universe.
Well, I'm about to take it right back.
How do you propose to do that?
Oh, similar to you. Do you like my extremely extended fam?
Do you really think you can stop me? Soon the universe will understand the meaning of the word chaos.
Well, I'm afraid I have alternative motives, and that's stopping you.
You think that will stop me?
Oh, definitely.
You would destroy this planet.
To save the universe, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd blow that up. The key to time is destroyed forever. You die.
And you also.
Then I guess this is goodbye.
I got extra chips, only 50p extra.
Thank you. Oh God, you could tell the doctor was here, couldn't you?
What would you say if you saw her again?
So many words, so little time.
Well, I'd ask her to drop me home.
Really?
Well, all I was doing was going to work. Probably got fired for not showing up.
Don't you want to see the universe with her?
I'd love to, but it's very dangerous. I hate the idea of my mum never knowing what happened to me.
That's how I felt a bit with Ryan. God, what if she never finds us?
Good day at work?
Same old. You?
Still just serving chips.
On my break I did a quick recce. No sightings.
Well, I couldn't get out on my break, so I thought we could check on our way home.
Fine. Totter's Lane is just around the corner. You idiot.
Nothing's changed.
Did you save the day?
When don't I? Now, where to next?
Home.
Home?
Yeah, I need to see my mum.
He did really well over this crazy journey. Is there anything you can do?
My good friend here just saved the universe, and well, I think he'd make a great member of UNIT. Call down the head and tell them that I recommend them. Oh, and I'm the doctor. Right, till next time. Come on, Yaz.
I guess this is goodbye.
It was lovely meeting you, really lovely. And I'm sorry what's about to happen.
Maybe I'll not go back. Maybe I'll keep flying. Keep on travelling.
Well, if that's what you want, at least say hello from time to time.
I'll go see your mum.
Goodbye.
Where to next? What do you want to see?
Doctor.
We could go and witness the space fireworks in the Atraxi Nebula.
Doctor.
Or we could go to the Boston Tea Party and throw teacups at every box in sight.
Doctor. You know I have to go. I can't run away from what's already happened.
We could prolong it.
I've been living for 4 months, doing such mundane things. But I've already had all this extra time. All this extra time.
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
You showed me everything I could have ever imagined and more.
I wish I could show you something new. Just one last thing.
Actually, one last thing. It's not something new, but it will make me happy.
We can't stay here for much longer, else time might fracture, especially after all the damage it's just received.
I just want to see.
Oh God, do you need help?
No. This is just how I met Ryan. I just wanted to see it one more time, so the last memory I have is pure.
I'll miss you.
Doctor.
Yes?
You know how you're an alien with 2 hearts in a phone box and carry around a screwdriver? Go introduce that to someone else for me. Go find another Yaz.
Oh, I don't think I could find another Yaz. But I'll go find someone new.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run away from my people in this rickety old TARDIS.
Why not? After all, that's how it all started.
Oh, and Yaz, I'm really, really proud of you. I never said it enough. like this face. Do you, old girl? I imagine you like the long scarf. He was a happy chap. Or that guy who looked like a proper Mr. Darcy. I bet you liked them all, didn't you? I think when I blew up Khan, I triggered the process. So I guess you get one more face, one more friend, one last person to steal. What do you want? What do you need? Hey, old girl? Oh, stop it. I would stay as me if I could, but I can't. Not anymore. I've been through hell and back. I want you to meet someone new. Go see something I've never seen before. Now, you were amazing. And so was I.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me that I am not mistaken in mine.